Sushruta for NEET is now available on the Google Play Store. Try it out for free.
Hi, hearty welcome to your academy and JnanaMarga classes. I am Professor Biology. I am Professor G.K Bhat, taking biology. So in today's class, we shall start with the environmental biology chapters. Environmental biology is otherwise called ecology. Can anyone tell me what is meant by this ecology? What is the meaning of that? Anyone knows? Anyone knows the meaning of this ecology? Come on. Come on. Let's see. Are you all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, you are sir. You are close friends, am I right? Let's see. What is ecology?
Yes, sir.
What is ecology?
A study of interaction of biotic and abiotic factors in the surrounding.
That is the classical definition with regard to ecology. What is ecos? What is logos?
Home,
Yes, come on.
sir, is it study of home?
Yeah, Aisha. This is Aisha. ऐसा होना चाहिए. It is a study of our home. Ecos refers to house to live. Ecology is the study of our own house. If you consider the entire earth is your house, ecology is the study of our entire Brahmanda, entire biosphere, the sphere with life. That's the meaning of ecology. Now we shall see who is the person who contributed a lot to the study of ecology in India. In India, anyone? Anyone has the knowledge? Who contributed a lot for the study of ecology in India? He is none other than the person Ramdev Misra. Ramdev Misra. He is revered as the father of ecology in India. Please note down Ramdev Misra. Ramdev Misra is always credited as father of ecology. Right? So, with this introduction to ecology, we shall take up the chapter Organisms and Populations. You know, I am a little bit privileged to teach this chapter, ecology, because of the first-hand information that I have. What do you mean by first-hand information? What you might have thought about? I am telling I got some privilege. I am privileged with regard to explain certain matters pertaining to this ecology in a better position. How? Can you tell me? Anyone? Come on. Aisha? Namrata? Charan, Siddesh? Vismita? Because I got an opportunity to be associated with the Indian Institute of Science or Tata Institute, Bangalore for nearly 20 years. I got an opportunity to work under the guidance of Madhav Gadgil. You might have heard. Have you heard this name? Madhav Gadgil? Professor Madhav Gadgil. Anyone has heard? Anyone of you have heard the two names? One is Professor Madhav Gadgil and another one is Professor Kasturi Rangan. Have anyone of you heard these two names? No. Right? These two of the scientists have given report on the biodiversity condition of the Western Ghat in Karnataka state specifically. It was first Professor Madhav Gadgil who has reported the status report. Who has given the status report? Status report on the condition of the Western Ghat in Karnataka. Similarly, about the same in little bit different, Kasturi Rangan. The report says the condition of Western Ghat, not only in Karnataka, it also, Madhav Gadgil also has given a report deteriorating condition of Western Ghat in Kerala, Western Ghat in Goa, and you know about 2-3 years back, what has happened at Kerala? Have you heard about that? You know what has happened at Karnataka, especially near Madikeri? Have you heard about that? Anyone have you heard about that? Overnight, one night, a temple, priest's house with the inmate sleeping there. What happened to them, you know? Have you heard about that? Do you remember? Are you knowing about this? Or what all happened recently at Kerala? Hello, are you hearing me? Or no? Come on. Are you there? Are
Yes,
you
sir.
hearing me? So these scientists have warned the governments regarding the granite mining, regarding the depletion of the forest in these Western Ghats in these areas. But no one is ready to heed that. As a result, you come across very now and then landsliding to take place. Earlier, no such report of landsliding used to occur in Western Ghat. Landsliding was a common feature in the foothills of the Himalayas. But now the condition is becoming day by day worse in South India with reference to especially the Western Ghat areas. So I got an opportunity to work under his guidance and I extensively moved for one of my projects. For 3 years, I extensively moved in the Western Ghats covering Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Goa, Maharashtra, Gujarat. In these places, I got an opportunity to move in search of my research animal. Do you know? Do you remember which research animal I worked on? You know that I have discovered some new species. Anyone has idea? Hello? Hello? Are you aware that I have discovered some new species and named them? Yes or no? Can you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. The voice is not coming from bottom of the heart. If at all you say yes, I may ask what is that new species. I am sure Canisa does not know the answer. Or I think none of you. Is it? You don't remember?
It is
You have
similar
not
to
heard it.
earthworm, sir.
Pardon?
It is similar to earthworm.
Who is telling?
Janani.
Janani. Is it similar to earthworm? Means what is that animal? I have showed those animals to you, Janani.
No, sir.
Did I show it to you?
No, sir.
Yes or huh?
No, sir.
No? Is it? Okay. Would you like to see?
Sir, you had shown it once. I don't remember what it was.
Who is telling this?
Duty.
Jyoti. Now, I would like to just to show you because otherwise I will not get an opportunity to show that again to you. I don't know whether you are interested or not, but let me just to show you because you must know what about I am speaking. Can you see this slide?
Okay. You started recording, right, Professor
Yeah.
Bhat?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I
Yeah,
think
just now it
you,
came. Yeah.
you can stop it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, this is what these are all some other information pertaining to which all colleges I'm visiting again. I think this I have showed you. I used to visit nearly 25 institutions, including your Amrita Bharati PU College near Hebri, okay, and in other places. And this is my office at Bangalore, our office. It is your academy. And you can see here, this is what I got the Best Teacher Award in 2001 from the government of Karnataka, Governor of Karnataka giving this award. You can see in the picture, I got Best NSS Officer State Award. I guided a student for PhD in field, published 50 plus research papers, visited several countries. So that I am telling that I am in a better position to explain because I walked in the desert of US, Arizona desert, Sonoran desert. I walked in the Andaman Nicobar Islands in search of my research animal, legless amphibians. I visited the famous naturalist museums of America, London, and France. I even moved and walked in the Kews Garden, Botanical Garden, right? I have passed through many of these European countries, just visiting the different countries there, enjoying the climatic condition there. So this is what I could achieve knowledge, which knowledge I can spare with you under this chapter ecology. And these are the new species that I have discovered. It is not earthworm, Jyoti, it is a legless amphibian. Are you seeing this picture, Jyoti?
Yes, sir. Sir, I didn't tell earthworm.
Yeah, no doubt. It is looking like an earthworm, but it's not earthworm. It is a limbless amphibian. Ichthyopes, the one which is related to Ichthyopes. And this work was done, published by me and my research student, Srinivasa Gowda. Okay, so this is another one. Jagannamis goensis, this I got from Goa, forests of Goa. We extensively moved in the forests of Goa. And this is Gigamus Mahadayensis. I got it on the bank of the river Mahadayi. And this is the Nyctibetex Dattatayensis. We could get it near Dattatreya Peetha or Baba Budangiri, and this is with Davide, again which we got from Goa region. So these are the few species which I have discovered in connection with this research work. Discovery of this research work, I extensively used to move in the Western Ghats for 3 years plus. So this myself associated with some of the scientists of British Museum, London, Catholic University, and also Italy, Napoli University, Dr. Rastogi. And I reviewed a number of scientific research papers, wrote a book for the first PU and second PU published by Singage Publications, and also written a book for medical entrance examination. And I was running an adventure club. I was the founder president of that club and organized more than 50 adventure nature camps. By nature, I am an adventure sportsman. I am an adventure sportsman. I could climb these Himalayas to the extent of 18,000 feet plus. Okay, during my at Uttarakhand. And I led the NSS state contingent in Adi period and also moved in a state Western Ghat Jata which was conducted under the direction of Dr. Sivaram Karanta. Okay, and I was ward on the college hostel. I was master leader of the population census conducted in the 2008 Singiri Talaka, and I was secretary of Mangalore University Diwali Teachers Association and also president of that association. And I donated the blood to the extent of 34 units and signed an undertaking to donate my eyes after the death, submitted a will to donate to the body after death. And this is my hobby. This was my hobby. Now I am not pursuing, but I like it very much. And this was about 3 years back in one of the functions that I had given during the Teachers' Day celebration. Okay, so that's all. I think I have showed these slides to you. No, no, hello,
No, sir.
no. Okay. Anyhow, you gave me an opportunity to show that. Anyhow, my purpose is not to show this. What I wanted to tell is that I can narrate at length some of these ecological conditions better because of the knowledge that I got there. Now, I would like to take up further this. Therefore, if you only want any explanation on any of this better, you can ask me very well. Right? Now, let us look into organisms and populations. Organisms are the one which live in the biosphere. It includes all your microbes, plants, and animals. So, our living world is fascinatingly diverse and amazingly complex. What is that? In what way it is diverse? We can try to understand this complexity. How much complex it is by investigating processes at various levels of biological organization. You look into the macromolecules that are present inside a cell. You look into the cells that constitute the tissue. Look into the tissue that are going to form organ. Look into organ that results in individual. Look into individual that results in population. Look into populations that are present in the communities. Look into communities with the different ecosystem biomes. So with all these, we have complexities. We have diversities. At any level of biological organization, we can ask two types of questions. For example, when we hear the bulbul singing early morning in the garden, you may ask, how does the bird sing? Second question, why the bird sing? Okay, many times, I am sure those who are staying at Pajaka, those who are staying at Udupi, in the different nearby villages at Udupi, or those who are staying near this Lalbagh, Kapan Park, or any of these, I am sure you hear the singing of the bird. It is a bird call. Why this bird singing? How the bird sings? You can tell it has an organ. Always you must know. What is that organ? Can anyone tell me? What is that organ? Which enables the bird to sing. Which enables the bird to sing. What is that organ? Come on. What is that organ called? Yes? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me? What is it called? It is called syrinx. It is called syrinx. Okay? Syrinx. So, birds, you know what is the spelling of syrinx? Birds sing with the help of what is called syrinx. What we have producing the voice. Hello? Yeah? What do you have?
Larynx.
Larynx. Okay. Inside the larynx, we have vocal cords. And that movement of the vocal cords enables us to speak. So now, the next question is that why this bird? How does the bird sing? Why does the bird sing? Come on, tell me. Why? I am sure you are hearing the singing of the bird. Jyoti?
Sir?
Yeah, come on. Why?
Sir, I didn't get your question.
What we are doing? Those who got the question, you tell me. This is why I repeat. This is why I repeatedly call the names of the students. I am taught very much. I am taught very much about the condition of these online classes. I see many times my own grandchildren putting on there and coming this side, eating the breakfast or doing one or the other thing. And sometimes my wife or her mother keeps an eye what this teacher is telling. It is the same case because with you, you are a little bit more talented, you know how to do. If at all you did not catch my question, tell me, Jyoti, where you had been? Why you did not get to the question?
Sir, no, sir, I was sitting here only.
Pardon?
I was sitting here only.
But why then what you are thinking about? Who has come in your mind?
Sir, my brother.
Huh? Yeah, shall I show you that it is the only Duty she did not get the question because the Duty did not think that I am going to put the question, I am calling the name. You know why I am calling the names of these students very now and then? To make sure that I am not speaking to all. I am not speaking to just my monitor screen. I want to make sure that you are there. Come on, what is the answer to my question? Kanisa?
Yes,
Namrata?
sir.
What is the question? Who will tell me what is the question?
Why does the bird sing?
Why does the bird sing? This is a question. Jyoti,
Yes,
you,
sir.
yeah, tell me. Come on, tell me why you are sitting quiet, boys. You don't waste my time. So that if at all you know the answer, if at all you tell, I can go ahead. You
For
don't want to,
finding partners, sir.
huh? Is it that it wants to find a partner to throw to the year? Is it that it is going to change the partner every now and then? Is it that it has a partner today one more, tomorrow another one, like that? Or is it that there are some birds where the partner is there? If the partner dies, they will live alone throughout the year, throughout their life? There are so many things about the birds. Please remember, I have done some work on birds also, and I am fortunate that some of the birds used to come to my residence to build the nest, to lay the eggs, to raise the young one, and to fly away happily. Now my question, is it that it is finding only partner? Always? It is not only that. That is not the only life. Why the birds sing? Under what circumstances birds sing? If at all you hear the bird singing so many times, Of course, sir, why you are wasting the time on this one? So if you really want to say like that, then my question is next one. Why does the bird sing? The how type question seek the mechanism in the process, while the why type question seek the significance in the process. Significance of the process. The birds sing at a different time for different purposes. You know, even when a stranger enters the forest, a foreigner, in the sense, some other person enters the forest, you might be knowing, or I don't know, there are some birds, they just sing from the treetop and alert all other companions in the forest. They give the signal, hey, someone is coming. And this signal makes all the people to get alerted. You know, for your information, when I was staying in a college hostel, college quarters, I stayed in the college quarters for nearly 12 years. One bulbul bird, whenever it used to find the snake in the front yard, we had a little bit of garden there. We had grown some vegetables, some flowering plants, and also some coconuts, mango trees, jackfruit trees, and all. The moment it used to spot this snake, it used to produce a peculiar call, and my wife, by remaining in the kitchen, she used to tell, ಹೊರಗೋಗಿ ನೋಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಹಾವಿದೆ, ಹಾವು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾವಿದೆ. Every time the moment the snake used to come, these birds used to produce one peculiar type of call. It is not that they wanted to warn me, they wanted to warn other animals, community members, with which they are sharing the community. You may really wonder, these animals have some sort of a sixth sense, what you say, which we cannot understand. When I was a bachelor, we 6 teachers were together in one of the house near the college, and every day we used to go to hostel to eat our dinner and used to come. All of us were bachelor. When once we were returning, our one dog was there with us. We used to put a little bit whatever eatables that we get from the market and all, we used to put to that dog. One day, one dog which was when we were returning from the hostel after taking the lunch, and it was very dark area, no lights at all. We used to take the torches and all, and when we were about to come back, our dog, which we used to feed occasionally, not every day regularly, it never allowed us to go forward. It used to come in front of us, not allowing us to move forward. Then I just told my colleagues, please wait, we have something, we have to take care of something. Then to our surprise, when we came just to seeing every child putting torch on, and just when we wanted to open the main door, there was no light on that day. When we wanted to open the main door, we could see one cobra just lying down on the step. If at all we had gone to open the door, definitely one of us would have hit by the cobra. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
You want this type of whatever the experiences that I got with this ecology, or you don't want?
We want, sir.
Then you should respond, you know. You should not ask me later, sir, what was the question, you know? So, with regard to the birds, birds sing for different purpose. Even you know one of the peculiar behavior of the crow. Do you know that? Crow sings a lot with high pitch whenever it finds some food. Do you know that? Do you know that?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware? ಕಾಗೆ ಆಹಾರ ನೋಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಕೂಗುತ್ತೆ. It calls all other friends. Come on, there is some paddy, or there is some food. Let us share it. You know, Jyoti, you don't like a crow very
I
much.
don't like it only, sir.
Yeah, I know. You don't like it because it is a black. And I have told already. Have I not told that I like the crow very much? Did I say? Did I say? Did I say? No. Did I say? No. I like a crow very much. Why? Tell me. Anyone of you know why that I like a crow very much?
The
In
crows are
India?
smart.
Pardon?
Crows are smart.
Crows are?
Smart
In what way? In what way?
in getting the fur.
Then crows are smart. Canisa, is it Canisa's voice?
Ruffles.
Rafa. Rafa. Rafa.
Yes, sir.
Crows, you know, they are the world's best scavengers. If any of the rat or any other animal gets killed at night, these crows, which always wake up early in the morning, makes it a point to eat all of them and keep it very much the road clean for the Rafa to walk the road. They are the best scavengers of the earth. You know, crows have a cosmopolitan distribution. They are found everywhere. Not only that, another important point I should tell you about the crow. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Okay, just let me know, let me see. How many of you are hearing me? Please raise your hand. See, there are 4 students who are not at all here. Right? Rakesh,
Yes, sir.
what are you doing?
Here I'm sitting, sir.
Okay. What did I tell you now?
About the cross, sir.
Yeah. Lohit, Lohit. Okay, doesn't matter. One day, I was just with the RFO, Rainfall officer, who had come to my home just to plan some program for Wildlife Week celebration. We are just sitting, and I was sitting like this. Just on the other side, my RFO friend was there, and next to that is the main door. Did I say that? Did I tell this? Did I tell this before?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. And it was about 6 o'clock, getting slightly dark. I could see one crow just came little bit outside in the front yard. It sat on a banana plant and it was holding something. I could not make out what is that. And just I noticed that much. Then we started working. I forgot about that. over. Next day again I was sitting. Again I was sitting again, reading newspaper. All of a sudden I could make out again some bird coming. I used to do bird study at that time. Immediately I took my binocular. I generally keep a binocular. I used to keep binocular and also a camera. I had a Nikon camera with me with all the lenses and all for one of my project costing 2 lakh rupees. Immediately I just looked at this bird. It came and it just lifted something. I could make out it was a dry piece of the leaf of banana. It dropped it. Next it picked again something. Now I could make out it was a dosa piece. It started eating that dosa piece. Then it flew away. I was surprised by this, by seeing this behavior of the crow. Really great thing. I prepared an article by putting the date, time, what I have noticed and all. I wanted to publish it, and prior to that, I just wanted to add some more reference. Is there any such report earlier like that? When I started searching for the reference, literally I got a lot of references wherein one of the more common behavior of the crow is this one. What is that? Whenever crow gets extra food, it never wastes it. It keeps it somewhere in a hiding place. Comes the nest, uses it, eats it, and then goes for the next search of the food. Is it not the great lesson that you have to learn from the crow? Do you agree? Crow has at least that much of thinking. If you have something extra, don't waste. When eating the food, don't waste. If anything is left, keep it safe and use it for tomorrow. A crow has a thought for tomorrow. We, the cruel animal on this earth, me, the cruelest animal on this earth, we never bother about tomorrow. We think that whatever the trees are there, it is our wealth. Mercilessly we cut the trees without bothering about the tomorrow's generation. A crow has that thinking. Is it not that the crow has taught a lesson to us right from that day? And also, another thing, important thing is that I used to do research in the Kudamukh National Park area. In one of the studies, I wanted to find out how many road killings will be there in a particular stretch of Kudamukh National Park area. Through Kudamukh National Park area, a road, state highway, used to run connecting Shivamogga with the Mangalore. And I wanted to just find out, select a particular belt in a forest. And I wanted to find out what all animals they get killed by the movement of the vehicle during night time. So in the morning, I used to just sit on the bike. I used to just make another student to sit on the back in the early morning at say 5:30 like that. And we used to just move the vehicle and note how many animals are found, different types of snakes, lizards, rats, birds, limbless amphibians, and all. While coming back, when we used to mark all the things, while coming back with an hour of a gap, we could see nothing. We are surprised how that much quickly all these killed animals got cleared. And one day we made it a point to walk the distance. You know, most of the time, these night killings were eaten by these crows early in the morning, and they used to keep the road so much clean, you will not get even a trace of the killings of these or carcasses of these animals. That means They are the best scavengers of the earth, best scavengers on this earth, best scavengers in this world. Thereafterwards, Dviti, I started developing very much a special love for these crows. Do you like the crow now? Or still you don't like?
Yes, sir.
Is it not that these are the two great things in your life?
Yes, sir.
Like that, there are many things to learn from the nature when we just give importance to the nature. Okay? So, now coming back, birds sing for different purposes. One of the purposes of singing, I agree with you, to just invite a mating partner for the mating during breeding season. Otherwise, snakes sing when they see the food. Snakes sing when they see the danger. The same bulbul, whatever I have told you, at my front yard, at evening time, say at about 6 o'clock, 6:15 again, it used to say, good night, good night, in its own way. The very moment, next moment, I could hear another bird reciprocating it, very good night. One more from a little bit long distance, very good night. They used to communicate that, and it used to take rest on one of the bushes at my residence, in my garden, and that if at all you go and see at night, it is a little bit small tree. If at all you see there, it used to blow to the body, keep the beak down, and in between its wings, and it used to take rest whole night. Early morning, again it used to say, good morning. And you can see the timing. If it is 5:30, 5:45, you can expect the next day also good morning at 5:45. They are the most disciplined animals in the animal kingdom. You know, they used to wake up in the morning and go to bed at night by just following your sunset and the sunrise. Yet 1 minute of difference may be there every day, others the same. And you know, every time, whenever they used to go to bed, whenever they used to wake up, they used to give a separate, peculiar type of call. So in this way, for different purposes, these birds produce a call. Okay, coming back now. For the first question in our example, the answer might be in the terms of operation of the voice box, what we call syrinx, and the vibrating bone in the bird. Whereas the second question, the answer may lie in a bird's need to communicate with its mate during breeding season. It is one of the reasons. There are many others. When you observe nature around you with a scientific frame of mind, from now onwards, you should see the nature with a scientific frame of mind. You will certainly come up with many interesting questions of both the types. Why are night blooming flowers generally white? How does the bee know which flower has nectar? Why does cactus have so many thorns? How does the chick recognize her own mother? And so on. For all these, there is a definite answer for that. Now the question is, how does the bee know which flower has nectar? The nectar, the moment it is produced by the flower, it has its own smell. This is released. And these bees are capable of just smelling that. Night blooming flowers generally white to attract the nocturnal pollinators. The cactus have so many thorns for protection. How does the chick recognize her own mother? The chick recognizes her own mother the moment that the young one, it comes out, chicken, the one it comes out, it looks at the moving object, the very by moving object nearby is its mother. And it also learns of walking by just following the walking of the mother. If you bring a toy, drag it in front of the chick, young one, it just starts following that toy. Any carton box, it follows the carton box. In this way, so the behavior goes on. You have already learned in previous classes that ecology is a subject which studies the interactions among organisms and between organisms and its physical environment. This is a very important part. This is what at the beginning I think Plessy or Canissa someone said. Ecology deals with the study of the interaction among organisms. You interact with other organisms. It is not that we interact only with these human beings. We just interact with the cow, cattle, with the donkey, with the pig, with the chicken. So many other organisms in and around us. We interact with the other organisms, between the organism and its physical environment. Physical environment is also called abiotic environment. Abiotic environment mainly includes that of the light, temperature, water, moisture, etc. Ecology is basically concerned with the 4 levels of biological organization, very important. Organisms, populations, communities, biomes. What do you mean by this? If you go to any particular area on this earth, you would have come across different types of organisms. The organisms belonging to a particular species, they form population. What is the difference between the population and community? Population is a group of interbreeding organisms. They breed. Populations, they belong to a particular species only. We say dog population, cat population, human population, monkey population, bird population. So, organisms are living, they have their own population. Many types of population with many of the different species together form communities. You better say the community, Bangalore community. In this particular community, it is not that community in our that we refer to human beings. We say he belongs to that community, I belong to this community, not that community. Community is a group of populations of different organisms. So organisms result into populations, populations result in the formation of communities, communities result in formation of what is biomes. What do you mean by these biomes? Biomes is a specific area with its own distinct fauna and flora. A distinct fauna, distinct flora, distinct type of the environment condition, habitat makes one as a biome. Your ocean is a biome. Your desert is a biome. Your forest is a biome. Your river is a biome. Biome is a easily recognizable large unit of the nature with its own habitat, climatic condition, fauna and flora. Easily recognizable unit on this ecosystem is a biome. In this chapter, we explore ecology at organismic and population level. Organismic level, at the level of an organism, and also at the level of a group of organisms, what we call population level. Right? Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Ask a question every now and then. If at all you ask me, sir, repeat the question, I will get angry. Jyoti.
Yes, sir.
Ecology at an organism level is essentially physiological ecology. That means we are studying ecology with reference to a person, with reference to an individual. Ecology at the organism level is essentially physiological ecology, which tries to understand how different organisms are adapted to their environment in terms of not only survival but also reproduction. If we study ecology with reference to human beings, it is organismic level of ecology. That means essentially it deals with the physiological ecology. How this animal lives, what this animal does for a successful living. It tries to understand how different organisms are adapted to their environments in terms of not only survival but also reproduction. Okay? Lohit, 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 are you there? Lohit. Yeah. So, now we are looking into this. Organism level means at the individual level. You may have learnt in earlier classes how the rotation of our Earth, our planet, around the sun and the tilt of its axis cause an annual variation in intensity and duration of temperature resulting in distinct season. What is that? You must understand. Our planet Earth is rotating around the sun on an end and also rotates in its own axis. And these two cause annual variation in intensity and duration of temperature. And this results in distinct seasons. What are the different seasons of the year? Come on. What are the different seasons of the year?
Summer, winter, rainy.
In a sequence, what are the 4 seasons of the year? Namrata? Prithvi? Hello?
Summer, rainy, and winter, sir.
No, sir. No, sir. Come on. What are seasons?
Spring, summer, rainy, winter.
No. The 4 seasons of the year, it is autumn, winter, spring, summer. This is the correct order. What is the order? You remember an ass with the woman. AWSS. Autumn, winter, spring, summer. This is one after the another. These are one after the another. Okay. Right? So, this, that is rotation of the planet Earth around the sun and the tilt of its axis cause annual variation in intensity and duration of temperature resulting in distinct seasons. These variations, together with the annual variation in precipitation, account for the formation of major biomes such as the desert, rainforest, and the tundra or tundra. So, always we have variation in intensity and the duration of the temperature, Temperature is different in autumn when compared to winter, when compared to spring, when compared to summer. The temperature vary. And this, if at all you come across very cold condition during winter or hot conditions during summer, it is because of this. Very important point. These variations, together with annual variation, in precipitation refers to both rainfall and snowfall. These are temperature variation, along with the variation in the precipitation, that accounts for the formation of major biomes such as the desert, rainforest, and the tundra. Wherever you come across very heavy rainfall, you do get rainforests. Wherever you come across no rainfall, very little rainfall, once in a occasion, it is result in desert. Wherever you have high cold temperature, that results in the formation of tundras. I hope you understand this point. Right? Okay? Clear? Yes? Lohit, have you come? Lohit?
Yes, sir.
Lohit?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you... So this is hot desert Thar. Right? Whenever you look into Thar, whenever you look into a desert, you do come across to two types of deserts. In some of the deserts, you do get to only the sand dunes. You come across, it is not very low like that. You come across big sand mounds. So this is what you have. And this is what sometimes in between you do come across here and there, occasionally sparse vegetation also. And this is what the cold desert. And this is what you see the rainforest, tropical rainforest. And this is the Arctic tundra. And this is because of the very low temperature, resulting in the formation of the ice, snow and ice. And this is one of the most important diagram figure. On this one figure, you can expect about 10 to 15 different types of questions to be formed. What is this? What this figure tells? And you don't have any explanation on this figure, but you must know the meaning of this, and you must understand the logistic behind this figure or graph. Here, the x-axis, it tells you about the mean annual precipitation, that is the rainfall in centimeter, right from 0 to 450 centimeter rainfall. And this y-axis, it gives you a mean annual temperature, account of mean annual temperature. So now, if at all I say, you have to reply to me. If I say, what is the range of the rainfall in the forest? What is the range of the rainfall in the forest? It is tropical forest. It is from approximately 150 to approximately 400. 425. So what is the temperature? Temperature will be always in between 20 to 25. Like that, if it will take into desert, what is that? The temperature in the desert varies between 5 to
20.
25. Is it? Rainfall less than, rainfall less than, less than, less than 50, less than 50 centimeter. So in this way, you may be asked any question on any of these. What are these? These are the major biomes. Tropical forest biome, temperate forest biome, coniferous forest biome, or Arctic and alpine tundra, and you have grassland, you have desert. Okay, you must know, and also you must know if at all it is given like this, and no, I may say A, and this B, this C, this D, this E. You must know what is this E. Because whatever it is mentioned here, based on this, there are many different questions can be asked. Have you followed? Clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyone has any doubt? Regional and local variations within each biome lead to the formation of a wide variety of habitats. Is it biome? In a forest biome, is it that everywhere the forest remains the same? No. If at all I say that this be one big forest patch, don't you come across there in some your streams flowing? Am I right? You come across some streams flowing. Sometimes you come across there some grasslands here and there. You may come across a thick forest in some other places, very sparsely placed trees in some place. You may come across some cropland, people going there. You may come across some lakes or ponds. In this way, regional and local variations within each biome lead to the formation of a wide variety of habitats. Major biome of India are shown in figure 13.2. I have already given the definition of the biome. Biome is a large area, easily recognizable area with its own fauna and flora. Okay? Right? So this is what I have. Major biomes of India. Tropical rainforest, deciduous rainforest. Tropical rainforest is always with the large trees and closely packed trees. Rarely the sunlight penetrates and falls on the bottom. Deciduous forest is generally open forest. You see a lot of space in between the trees. And also you do come across, because of the lot of spaces, you do come across some weeds to grow there. And next C is the desert, and the E here, sorry, C is the desert, D is the sea coast. On planet Earth, life exists not just in a few favorable habitat, but even in extreme and harsh habitat. You do come across life everywhere. Even you do come across animals or plants that occur in the scorching desert of Rajasthan, or perpetually rain-soaked Meghalaya forest. Even you come across life in the deep ocean trenches, in the places where you come across torrential streams, where you come across permafrost deposition in the polar regions, high mountain tops, boiling thermal springs, and stinking compost pits, to name a few. Even if at all a pit with the compost manure, if you just dig that pit, you'll get different types of worms there, even in that manure. Even our intestine is a unique habitat for hundreds of species of microbes. This is what you have Meghalaya forest. See that? Even this Meghalaya forest, always there will be rain. But even you will come across different types of organisms there. And this is deep ocean trench at the bed of the ocean. Sometimes these trenches extend to the extent of 7 kilometers deep. 7 kilometers deep. You feel that it is someone made the trench. Who makes the trench here? And it's the bed, ocean bed. And you see such a deep trench in the ocean. Ocean trench. Even there you come across living organisms. This is what the stream, the falls in the rainforested area. And this is what permafrost. This permafrost is the area where the temperature is generally found to be minus 32 degree Fahrenheit or 0 degree or colder for at least 2 years straight. These permanent frozen grounds are most common in regions of high mountains and in Earth's higher latitudes near the north and south poles. Permafrost covers a large region of the Earth. So this is what you come across. But even if the temperature is that much less, you do come across its own fauna and flora there. And this is what boiling thermal spring. Where you come across this? I got an opportunity. Please know, I participated in an adventure training program conducted by military people and at the institution called Nehru Institute of Mountaineering at Uttarakhand. I attended the course for 28 days plus nearly 30 days. It is a rigorous training, and I got a training to just climb the Himalayas. There are 2 levels of training: basic training and advanced training. I just took this training when I was 38, and it was by selection. So gradually we have to get acclimatized and we have to move to the higher and higher altitude. One of the ambition was to just climb Everest. So I did undergo the training. First training was over, and this training was given for 28 days, and at the base camp 2 days, and gradually we are trained to go to climb upper and upper elevations. And of course, it was a rigorous training. Here and there at a certain level of the Himalayas, well, you must know one of the most important features of certain areas of Himalayas is that after 12,000 feet, above 12,000 feet, in some areas of Himalayas, you don't come across any vegetation. No. You don't find any vegetation beyond 12,000 feet. You will understand the importance of greenery only at that time. Otherwise, we will not be knowing what is the importance of greenery. The moment you climb up above 12,000, 13, 14, 15 like that, because of the absence of any greeneries, wherever you see only snow. Only snow. Why? And we have to wear a snow glass. We are not supposed to take it out. Many times, if at all you take out the light which reflects from the snow, if it all enters your eyes, you may become snow blind. A sort of blindness. At that time, whenever we used to climb, whenever you get to time, here there we used to come across at a certain height. This boiling thermal spring, you cannot go near at all. That much of boiling water it will be. Just a few meters away, you will be having chilling cold. This is boiling water. Nature's miracle. Yeah. So even at 100-degree boiling temperature, you find some of the bacteria, some of the organisms even to thrive, survive. And this is what stinking compost pit. In all these areas, you do come across life. What are the key elements that lead to so much variation in the physical and chemical conditions of different habitat? If you look into the different habitat, what is the habitat? Habitat is the place of occurrence. Place of occurrence. Place of occurrence. So, different habitats have different physical and chemical conditions. The most important one are temperature, water, light, and soil. We are going to look into some of these: temperature, water, light and soil. These are the most important abiotic factors, abiotic conditions. We must remember that the physico-chemical, what others call abiotic component, alone do not characterize the habitat of an organism completely. It is not that only environmental condition characterizes habitat. What is habitat? Habitat is the place of occurrence. Wherever you are present, that is habitat. Mainly, the entire Earth is divided into two habitat. What is that two habitats? Entire Earth is divided into two habitats. What are the two habitats? What are the two major habitats? Entire Earth has two habitats, place of occurrence. One is land, terrestrial habitat, and another one is water, aquatic habitat. These are the two major habitats. And again, these can be divided into smaller and smaller habitats. We must remember that the physical-chemical components alone do not characterize the habitat of an organism completely. The habitat includes biotic components also. Biotic components includes living being. The habitat includes biotic components also. Pathogens, parasites, predators, competitors. These together constitute biotic component. Okay. We assume that, of course, in these, whenever you come across pathogen, parasites, predator, competitors, there will be some sort of interaction among the organisms. If I say predator, it is some sort of interaction between the prey and the predator. Tiger and the deer, a bird and fish. We assume that over a period of time, the organism had, through natural selection, evolved adaptations to optimize its survival and reproduction in its habitat. What do you mean by that? Each and every sentence you have to try to understand here in ecology. Remember, ecology, you feel it easy to understand, but difficult to write. It is equally difficult to remember some of the points. So, we shall study that in detail. We assume that over a period of time, the organism had, through natural selection, evolved adaptations to optimize. What is that? The organisms, through natural selection, that means whatever you are doing, to lead a successful life, to just live without any problem, without our knowledge, we incorporate certain changes. We make certain changes. These modifications, whatever we make to live successfully, these are nothing but adaptations. So, organisms had, through natural selection, that means it is a way of living. Because of successful living, without our knowledge, we may start to doing one or the other thing. And these got evolved as adaptation to optimize its survival and reproduction in its habitat. So by this adjustment, by this modification, by these adaptations, what do we want? We want to live to the maximum extent possible, and before dying, we want to reproduce and die. Each and every animal is particular of a continuity of its race. So this is what you see even in this ecology. So we have to look into major abiotic factors. What are the, yes, any doubt? Any doubt so far? Please interact. If at all you do not follow, and remember, if at all you simply sit there without understanding, there will be a problem. Right? Now, may I ask the questions to you now? I'd like to know from you.